Also, where's the box? Oh, over here. If you get confused, feel free to call me. But this is also the instruction manual for this thing, and there's sort of a protocol here for cutting them and stuff. There's info on the epoxy if you need that. That's in here. And this is the operator manual for that. So if you get stuck, it's probably in here.
Yeah, that's good help.
Yeah.
Sure is.
You want to pull a chair over?
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Easier to, or do you want one too, or?
No, I'm gonna be here. I mean, I need to be like
Okay.
all concentrated.
All right. So let's see how to operate this thing. So these are the two blades. I'm gonna take it apart, which you'll have to do like when you clean it. So this is the nut on the end of here. Just unscrew that. Comes off. This piece comes off, and then this whole thing comes off. So here we've got two of these flanges on the outside. These kind of just hold everything together.
Yeah.
So there's on the outside and one on each side. And then these are the two saw blades.
Ooh. There's the ones that cut.
Yeah, this is what actually cuts the otolith. And then this is just a spacer. So this is 0.46 millimeters thick metal. So that's how thick the section, you put that in between them. So that's how thick your section
yeah, gotcha.
ends up. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you take it. So at the end when you're done, you see all this white stuff. That's like epoxy. It's like sawdust, but it's epoxy dust, you know. That's been cut. So you have to take it apart and rinse it off and stuff, and clean it off as best you can.
They have, oh yeah.
So
I can just like unscrew this. And take it off.
you can leave that off. This thing, if the blades are off, you can take this whole drawer out.
Oh, okay, that's easier.
Yeah, so this whole thing comes out, and we'll fill this with liquid. I'll show you how to do that. But then that makes it easy to just dump it in the sink or whatever, you know.
It's very easy, sure.
Rinse it out. But you have to take the blades off to pull that out.
Yeah, of course.
So. Alright. So put her back together here. Kind of easiest to do it one piece at a time, but one or two maybe.
Does that need to be really tight or
No,
just tight enough?
not crazy. The blades don't spin that fast.
Okay.
I imagine if it was like higher RPMs or something, you could probably tighten it better, but we're not doing anything super crazy. Epoxy, this is made to, I think, cut like metal and stuff, but epoxy is pretty soft relatively, so it's
Okay.
nothing too crazy.
Wait, it doesn't look like it's soft, but
Yeah.
anyhow.
Okay, so that's how you take that apart.
Yeah, that's good.
Next thing to do is get the liquid.
Is that just water or?
So yeah, I got it all measured out here.
Oh well. Actually, there is a liquid.
I use distilled water. I don't know if it necessarily matters. You can probably just use regular water.
Well, I do have these two water.
You have
for
distilled?
sure, yeah.
Okay.
It's not a problem. If that's good.
So this is like lubricant.
Mm-hmm.
So I use some of this. So I fill this container twice up to the water line here. And then the second time I put that much fluid, that much of this fluid in. So it's just a tiny amount of lubricant.
So this is water, and then
Yep.
that difference, that tiny difference,
Yeah.
is just fluid.
Yeah, so
Then I mixed.
just a tiny amount, and then we pour that in there. So what that does is the bottom of the saw will be touching the liquid, and so that makes it so it doesn't like heat up too much or,
Okay,
or
I see.
whatever. Just keeps things wet, keeps the dust down.
What's the meaning of this? Like fill water twice? Or?
Yeah, fill this up to there twice with water. Right? So fill it up once, dump it in there. Fill it up with water again,
And then the fluid.
and then dump that much fluid in
So
there.
it's 2 times. There you go.
Yeah.
And the last one is the one with fluid.
Yep.
I got it now. Okay, makes sense.
Yep. And that's all written down here if you want to use your own cups or whatever, measuring things. This is the measurements. So
600 mils. And
should be pretty close to what I got here, but honestly it doesn't really matter. It's not, like I said, it's
not critical. I got it.
epoxy is pretty soft and stuff, so as long as it's wet, I think it's gonna be fine.
Okay. So.
So do you want to actually do one?
No, let's do one.
Okay,
Fluid.
let's-
It's better.
Yeah.
It's gonna be better to see at least one, and then
Definitely.
I'll try myself the rest. The rest of the 200 and something,
All right.
250 something, I guess. I don't know,
You got
260.
that distilled water?
Oh, no, it's in the side as well.
Yeah.